So interestingly, of course, also the Civil Liberties Union group in America has today filed a case against the secret program, saying that this basically means that everyone's address book can be looked into. But let's just look again at the details revealed by Edward Snowden. A 29-year-old college dropout is perhaps the biggest such disclosure in the world. Now, he actually released a PowerPoint presentation, which he got as an employee of a defense contractor working for the US government. He released 41 slides in this PowerPoint presentation, which was given to The Guardian and The Washington Post. They've released only 5 of these slides. The first one of the release is called the PRISM Overview and stated as recently as April 2013. Now, that's the first slide. The top of the second slide release shows the giants of the internet, Google, Facebook, Skype, Apple, all of these servers being tracked, the surveillance program having access to these servers, and highlights how the US is the backbone of the world's telecommunications, especially as these internet giants have their servers not just in the US but across the world, including in the Indian Ocean. The orange blurb says your target's communications could easily be flowing into and through the US. So what does PRISM collect? Well, metadata, which includes details of emails, video, voice chats, videos, photos, stored data, video conferencing, etc., and notably special requests. This surveillance began as far back as 2007 when under President Bush, the US began an unprecedented war on terror. Facebook was added on in 2009, Apple as recently as last October. By law, under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, these servers have to give details to the US government if asked. These are completely confidential court hearings of the FISA. The final page reveals that there are 2 types of collection: upstream, that is data flowing past the US, and PRISM, which collects data directly from the US-based servers of Google, Facebook, Microsoft, etc. But the remaining 36 pages of the whistleblower's expose is apparently too hot to handle. One of the journalists says, if you saw all the slides, you wouldn't publish them. Julian Assange of WikiLeaks has criticized both the papers, The Guardian and The Washington Post, and said that if WikiLeaks had access, they would release all 41 slides. But as we look at the global debate and the US, let's just look at the details that have been outlined about what India is actually planning. Its new cyber policy, which in a sense, some activists say are as frightening as the US. Nitin Gokhale has more.
Well, Sonia, let me just say this, that there were some officials we have been meeting over the past few years. This is not exactly what you've just said. But let me just say that India has now acquired the ability to analyze and look at the data, what is called the metadata, the large data that flows into India and on the ISP servers, and basically look at just the traffic pattern rather than the content of voice or data. That gives India the ability to analyze and look at the threat assessment and threat prevention. And in that sense, what India has acquired is a national cyber coordination center, which is coming up. A national cyber coordination coordinator will also be appointed. India is also looking at putting in place, the cabinet has approved 2 things. One is the cyber security architecture,
yes,
the framework for cyber security, and the other is the cyber security policy, which will be administered by the Department of Electronics and Information Technology, and also all other stakeholders like the MOD, the DRDO, the NTRO, they all will be involved here. We've been told very clearly that there is no way that the kind of traffic that flows into India or out of India or within the systems that India has, that India can actually, Indian system can actually snoop on data, individual emails, individual data or individual conversation. That is what we have been assured of completely. This is completely different from what the US system has been revealed in the Guardian scoop that had happened, the PRISM system. Of course, there will be several other steps to be taken in this policy that will be unveiled in a gradual manner.
So will this have to be cleared by Parliament, Nitin? When will this actually come into effect?
Well, the cabinet has cleared it on 8th of May. The cyber emergency response teams have been in place for a long time.
Yes.
In fact, during the Commonwealth Games, they had prevented almost 8,000 attacks or detected 8,000 attacks on Indian systems. But now this will be gradually rolled out. What they have done is they have put in place a lot of people. They are going to look at private sector partnership. to have what you can call internet warriors. Basically, this policy is to prevent Indian systems, IT systems, power grid, banking, telecom to collapse or to be under attack from cyber attacks from all over the world. That is the intention of this policy, and not so much snooping at the moment, at least. That is what we have been told by our sources in various ministries and in the government.